I'm so gloomy, 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 gloomy. Oh. Hi. Hello. I'm Rose. This is Creepy Culture. Hey, how's it going? I've been gone for a minute, hot little minute. I was taking a little time out. Had to deal with the new year. You know, we gotta do that sometimes. It's okay, I'm back. And today, I'm actually presenting you with the video that actually inspired Creepy Culture to begin with, and that is to kind of just show you Purple Carrot. If you are not familiar with Purple Carrot, it is a subscription service and you get meals delivered to you. They are all plant-based, which is great since I am a plant-based person, a vegan, if you will. And the reason I actually started getting Purple Carrot is because, unfortunately, I am not one of those people who can just take a bunch of random ingredients and create some masterpiece meal. It's just not part of my DNA. And that is really hard to admit since I am a creative person and I can usually come up with multiple different things for multiple other mediums. But when it comes to food, you put a bunch of ingredients in front of me and I freak out, and that's just the way it is. That's just the truth. So I started getting Purple Carrot because I wanted to stop being afraid of ingredients and actually make things with multiple ingredients that weren't prepared, you know, already made. And so that's why I started getting it. Because I'm one of those people that if you set a random basket full of ingredients in front of me, I would probably just freak out. And if there was bread at all in there, I would probably just eat the bread and go cry in a corner. Sad, but 100% true. So that's why I'm gonna show you Purple Carrot and just kind of give you a few tricks. I have been receiving Purple Carrot since about March or May, one of those M months of last year. It did take me a little while to actually kind of get a rhythm on how to prepare everything. As I said, I am not a professional cook, not at all. No, not my thing. So getting these boxes has been really great because it has made me less afraid of the kitchen and ingredients and cooking and normal things that other people can do with no problem. So there we are. But what was I saying? So I just kind of want to walk you through a little bit of what you can expect if you decide to get a box and give you a few tricks that I've picked up along the way since I've had it for almost a year, not quite a year, but at any rate, without further ado, I'm gonna grab my Purple Carrot box. I gave the assistant the day off, so there won't be any of that today. So, one second. So, this is a box. It's a box of stuff that you get delivered once a week. Or the great thing too about Purple Carrot is you can actually opt into skipping weeks. You can skip as many. I think you can skip up to 2 months, possibly. Might be a little more, I'm not sure. But this is what the box looks like. Purple Carrot. Does kind of give you a little breakdown of the country of origin of the ingredients that you got. That's kind of nice. There are a few cons to this, which I will get into in just a minute. First, I'm gonna grab some scissors and very safely open this box. One of the major problems with Purple Carrot is the amount of plastic packaging. Everything is individually packaged. It's all in this plastic, but they have made a few steps towards reducing their waste in their boxes by changing these. These used to be plastic. Not anymore. Good job. Way to go. So just gonna kind of pull everything out so you can kind of see. One of the reasons I really like this is because everything is pre-provided, pre-measured. The only thing that you need to have are kind of basic pantry items that I guess most people should have. So salt, pepper, vegetable oil, olive oil, that's pretty much it. So like one of the meals here, you can see it's labeled, says what it is. All the ingredients are already in here. So if you're scared of ingredients, like me, this is a bonus. And I didn't have to go and spend the time shopping to buy each and every one of these things. I know, I'm lame, I get it. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm trying. So this is pretty awesome. And here's another one. And you can see the labels here. This is everything that I will need aside from oil, salt, and pepper. And then they give you a little garlic, because you can't make food without garlic. And then this is my third meal. Hurrah. So that is pretty much what you will expect to get in your box, should you decide that you want to do this. You can opt into receiving breakfast items or lunch items, depending on what your vibe is, but you have to, I believe the minimum amount that you have to have are 3 dinners. So as long as you have those, you can add extras. That's pretty much everything that's in the box. And I guess the next step is to kind of make one and kind of show you the end result. I don't think I'm gonna put you through the entire process of watching every single little thing, but I do want to just go over a couple of things that may be really helpful for you if you're deciding to get the Purple Carrot subscription. One thing is you always have to wash and dry your produce before you make your food. This is very time consuming because everything is in these bags. I'll just take all of the produce out, all of it, for the recipe, and give it a good wash, let it dry while I am prepping all the other things. And then the next step that I will usually take is to go ahead and start prepping all the vegetables. That does take a little time, especially if you're me and you don't have super great knife skills. I'm working on it. I haven't lost a finger. No fingers. I have all of them. I really think the best way to do it is to go ahead and pre-wash all your vegetables, let those dry while you're getting out any pots, pans, food processors, blenders, any of those items that you're gonna need. It will make it go a lot faster when you actually have to start prepping. Though the prep work is not so bad. After you establish your rhythm, especially if you're like me, I make pre-made things, Ray. If you're like me, taking that time to go ahead and pre-wash and dry and get everything set up and then get all your utensils ready, that will help you so much. I cannot stress that enough. And another little tip I might have, how I decide which meals I'm going to make is entirely based on which ingredients I think are going to spoil faster. This stuff travels, and it's already been in packages, it's already been in the box, even though there are ice packs, which, hey, bonus ice pack. You can take these and put these in your freezer and put them in a cooler and have a party. We like that. So these things were sitting in this box for who knows how long. So basing which one I'm gonna make first usually is based on what I think is going to spoil faster. Like kale kind of gets brown real fast, so probably make the kale meal first, which for this one, oh no, what have they done to me? I have 2 kales. So they gave me 2 meals this week that have kale. That's gonna be a little bit of a toss-up, guys. I don't know how I'm gonna make this decision. Give me some strength. So, that's all for that. So the next thing I think I am gonna step into the kitchen, start getting this stuff washed after I figure out which one I'm gonna make. Start getting this stuff washed off, get my stuff ready, and probably take you on a little journey. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna make you go through every step because it is long. They do estimate your prep time. They think we're all cooks. So for this Alfredo one, your cook time is 30 minutes. That does not include your prep time. add another good 15-20 minutes to your prep time, especially if you are slow and you don't want to cut off any fingers. Kind of need fingers. You might want to add a little more time to the prep time, but really after you've made a few of these, it does get a lot faster. Now I know this is not a cheap item, but if you think about it, I don't have to spend the time going to the store to buy all of these multiple ingredients. I don't have to spend the time figuring out what I'm gonna make. It's already pre-planned. I get the recipes ahead of time. So yeah, it is a super convenient way to make meals and to learn how to not be afraid of ingredients. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's that, and we're gonna head into the kitchen. So I figured out which one I'm going to make, and it was a kind of an easier decision because they also gave me broccolini. I'm not having a lot of success keeping that stuff fresh. And so that is one of the kale meals as well. These things called brassicas, sure, I know. So I am going to embark on getting all of my produce washed and get everything ready to go, and then I will show you a few steps along the way, but as I already said, I'm not gonna make you do the whole thing with me because boring. So I am doing some prep here, and I just wanted to kind of check in, let you know where I'm at. So far, I have trimmed the broccolinis. This is what they look like. And then the next step, I am going to be slicing the peppers. Usually this dish, I guess, comes with radishes, and I did receive an email. This is another thing that they're really good about doing. If they have to replace an ingredient, they will let you know ahead of time, so you can kind of mentally prepare for that. But this originally had radishes, and they did send me an email and let me know they were gonna be sending peppers instead for this recipe, so I do have the peppers. These guys. Ah! So I'm gonna be slicing those really thin and getting everything else ready to go. I've already rinsed the beans. Those are drying on some towels. The kale is drying. I rinsed off the lemon. Just everything's ready to go. Just wanted to stop in and say, for 2020, can we resolve to actually just check in on everybody, see how everybody's doing. Everything is a little bit rough, and I think people are going through a lot, so don't assume everybody's okay or doing fine. Just check in with your friends. Just kind of reach out, check in on each other. Let's do that. Let's have mental health at the forefront of 2020. I'm gonna get back to this. So I have prepped the broccolinis. Those now have been tossed in olive oil and have the Italian seasoning, which, yay, came already in a baggie. This is great because I'm scared of ingredients. So these are gonna go in the oven as soon as I preheat it, because I haven't done that yet. Now I am massaging the kale. Do you like that? Tell me where it hurts. Oh, a lot to work out. It's a lot of tension. So apparently, massaging kale makes it more flavorful and easier to digest. So I am waiting for the broccolinis. I put those in the oven. They've got about 14 minutes left. So hopefully I can show you something really nice at the end of this that you can totally recreate if this is something that you think would work for you. I should point out to you that I do pay for Purple Carrot of my own. They don't even know I'm doing this, so not getting nothing for free. So just wanted to point that out. I just looked through the rest of the prep for this recipe. This one is, I should actually tell you, this is actually a lot more simple. Some of their stuff can get pretty complicated. This one is not one of those. It is actually pretty straightforward. It's basically the only two things that are being cooked are the broccolini and the butter beans. The kale has been tossed with some lemon juice, salt, pepper, and the peppers were added in with that as well. And that's pretty much it. It's just assembly after that. I only have to assemble some what they are calling lemony Caesar dressing. So they did provide me with the vegan Caesar dressing, and the only thing I have to do to this is add the lemon juice and some salt and just stir this up, and this goes over the top at the end with some walnuts. That's really it. This one is pretty straightforward. So since I am admittedly afraid of ingredients, if you guys have any tips for anything, just go ahead and leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. So drop me a comment down below. Let me know what's on your mind. If you have any tips for things for me so I can kind of get out of the rut I'm in, other than purple carrot. Like I said, I make a lot of stuff that's kind of already pre-packaged, pre-made. It's the worst thing ever. I'm so sorry. I know. I'm working on it. But if you guys have any tips, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And also, if you have any requests of anything you'd like me to cover moving forward, I'm definitely kind of on a new roll with the channel and definitely have some ideas. But if you have anything that you want to see, drop me a comment. Love to hear from you. And thanks again for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. We are just trying to build right now. Fairies. So we are just trying to build right now. So I really do appreciate everybody who has subscribed. So go ahead and give this a thumbs up again. Love to hear from you. And I'm gonna get back to my beans. I'm gonna be using these plates. It says to use large plates. Do you think these are large enough? We'll see. So everything is assembled. It's, I don't know if it's pretty, but I'll just show you guys. So here are the finished plates. Like I said, not super pretty. I think the dressing maybe looks weird, but this is what we have. And so I'm going to eat this and get ready to go out and see some friends. So anyway, that is today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've had a great new year and enjoyed your holidays and are getting to do some things that make you happy. It's a little bit rough right now, but hang in there. And once again, stay creepy. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Am I looking at the lens?